teach your dog to be the best possible dog at a leash that it can be. First thing I want you guys to do is get your leash and your clicker in one hand. I tend to throw the leash loop over my wrist and hang on to it this way. And then I manage the leash by picking up some of the slack and letting out some of the slack. I want to be careful not to be doing this to my dog. If it's a smaller dog, I don't want to be pulling them off their feet. But I also don't want to be moving with tension on the leash because then I'm rewarding that behavior. Okay? So, you guys are going to go ahead and get your leash in one hand. Clicker also goes in this hand. In a perfect world, you're going to manage your leash a little bit, pick up the slack, let it out as you move along, depending on what exercise you're working on. And your dog and treats are going to be on the same side, so that when you go to reward your dog, you are rewarding them right here. Your arm is just moving down your leg. You're rewarding them right here in this zone that you really, really like. I'm going to encourage you guys to try practicing having your dog on your right, your leash, and your clicker in your left hand, because when you are walking down a sidewalk, you are now following laws of traffic. It's your dog and you, and people will be coming at you over on this side, which means your dog is a little bit more likely to be successful because you are between them and the distractions that could come at you. So, leash and clicker in one hand, dog and treats are on the other. I also want you guys to consider carrying your treats on every walk and walking around with your fantastic bait bag in the house more often than not. Because if your dog just sees you with treats all the time, they don't go, oh my God, she's pulling out the treats, we're in training mode now. You're just going to use the treats judiciously to capture behavior, to mark moments that you really like and say, hey, now there's a reward coming, but it's not the sight of the bait bag, the sight of the clicker, the sight of the leash that's necessarily putting them into training mode. So the more you carry this, the better off that you are, and then as you get better with your homework and your skills, you're going to be judiciously capturing moments going, yes, I love that moment, here comes a reward. Good dog, that's a great puppy, you're such a good boy. This is Henrietta, by the way. That's all verbal praise. It tells the dog that you love them. That can be used as a reward. Your clicker or your verbal marker, yes, is capturing exact moments to say, I love what you're doing and the reward is coming, okay? So, when you start doing some exercises, when you go, yes, that tells them right there, I loved it that you're in this position, here comes the reward. Yes, right then, I like it when you looked at me and the reward is coming. Things to keep in mind. If you guys do end up with your leash in this hand, which makes it feel more, I'm telling you, it will totally feel more comfortable for you to have your leash in the same hand as the side that the dog is on, and you'll want to put your treats over on the other side. What happens when you do this is that you're going to end up marking moments where the dog is doing the right thing, but you're going to end up feeding them like this, and they're going to come across your path, which means that you're rewarding them here. So even if you captured that moment that you loved right here, you feed them and they start coming across you, you're going to end up sending some mixed signals. So be careful and make sure. Leash is on one side, clicker is in that same hand that the leash is in. This is not a steering wheel. It's a management tool to keep your dog from totally blowing you off, grabbing a chicken bone, chasing a dog into the street. It's just a management tool that you're going to learn how to manage. Pick up some slack, let some slack out as they're walking along, and the clicker is going to capture those moments that they're doing the right thing. And see, I already have to get more organized. Leash and clicker in one hand, dog and treats on the other. Now we are ready to go train. Good job, puppy. Here's your treat. Thank you very much. You're the best demo dog ever.